trying to do is actually use archaeology to improve people's lives in the present. In this particular program, we're aiming that specifically at military veterans and trying to use archaeology as a tool to build these really cohesive teams that can help them get through some of the stresses of transitioning back to civilian life and some of the problems that they face.
I did 5 active duty and currently in the reserves. My favorite find found a bottom of, I guess, maybe wine bottle, maybe some type of bottle, but it had an anchor on it. And so I guess being in the Navy and, you know, the correspondence with the anchor, it was like, hey, this is pretty cool.
We got funding to bring about a dozen veterans out onto this site to dig while Dig Ventures was training us, providing the real expertise in archaeology that they have.
Now we're going to take a number of different photographs of different angles because we're trying to photograph and record different elements of the structure.
So right now we're standing in New Lebanon, New York, on Mount Lebanon, which is the largest and most important of all the Shaker settlements in the United States.
So this is the print shop here, which is the cellar that we're excavating down at the bottom there.
What the veterans in Avar have brought to our work is this sense of team. And I mean, they can shift dirt. This trench is so much further along than I would have expected by this time, just because of how hard they work and their attitude and this sort of can-do-ness that they bring to what we're doing.
This is really my first dig and experience in archaeology, and I'm making the right choices in life so far. So I really enjoy it.
But that one's good because you've got the scale in the middle. I think that's good.
All right.
Nice.
Something about digging and concentrating and remaining something focused on the goal too can also reduce your stress as well.
After they start cleaning them, it's starting to look a little bit more antiquarian, a little bit cleaner out here. Some antiques. You see some of the various glass that were found, various colors, some porcelain-like material.
I did just over 10 years in the Marine Corps. My stress level since coming here has been very low, actually. Getting out some physical exertion and then just hanging out with fellow veterans at night has been very helpful. Just shooting the breeze and talking about our experiences and learning about each other. So I feel like this is a very good experience for military veterans.
Honestly, it's given me a sense of more purpose. It's helping me kind of like deal with new people and kind of just getting out there and being productive.
The idea was developed by the British in 2011. What that's done for us is actually give us a couple of peer-reviewed research papers that show that this project works. This is where we really see a lot of those personal conversations happen where people can really feel comfortable talking to someone else who's been in similar circumstances and can kind of open up and say what they want to say.
I've talked to a lot of guys here. They've even said, like, once they get there and dig, or they're out here surveying, or even cleaning the finds, they're all just at peace, and that's really a great thing to hear from this program.
We have multiple sites through the year, and that's what we intend to offer every year going forward so that we can allow as many vets as possible to have this experience.
I was a little apprehensive at first, but I'm glad I found this group of people, and if the possibility of me performing this in another site, another location down the road comes up, I'm going to jump on it and try to get as much people involved as I can.